Well, hello, everybody. My name is Eric Bogatin. Welcome to our webinar today on opening closed eyes. And then there are a number of links in my presentation as well that I invite you to click on. Here's my homepage at CU, and you can see a lot of additional information there. Everybody knows who I am. I'm not going to go through the details here. Today, I'm going to actually give you a bunch of additional resources because there's limited time. There's a lot to talk about. I can't cover everything, and so I want to give you some additional places to get information. In addition to Lucy's wonderful website at Sierra Circuits, which has a wealth of valuable information, there's some other places I'm going to direct you to as well. And then we're going to talk about high-speed serial links. Why do eyes close? And I'll give you the punchline. It's dominated by the losses and what we can do about it. And in particular, I want to show you an example of equalization. It's almost like magic and has nothing to do with the design, but it has to do with kind of software firmware about what the transceivers are capable of doing. So it started out just to give you some additional resources. I'll do some blatant plugs here for some of my other content. Some of what we're going to talk about, especially all the principles of that go into thinking about the impact of signal integrity on from the interconnects, is covered in my textbooks. There's Signal and Power Integrity Simplified. I've got a couple of new ones with RTEC, and in particular one book just about transmission lines and TDR and stack-up design. And then another book on just designing prototypes, going from solderless breadboard to printed circuit boards. So take a look at those. And then, I'm starting to put more of my content out there, so it's available. I've got a list of all my links and publications on my faculty site. As many of you know, I'm the technical editor of the Signal Integrity Journal. And if you haven't checked out the Signal Integrity Journal, you definitely want to check us out. It's all free content. The textbooks from RTEC have videos along with them in a new location on the Signal Integrity Journal called the Signal Integrity Journal University. And all of those videos are completely free and available. We're adding more videos, high value technical videos on that website as well. I do a series of podcasts for the Signal Integrity Journal. They're all available there. I try to interview experts in the industry. I have been, all of my previous classes I put up on the Tell LaCroix Signal Integrity Academy. We got 200 hours worth of recording content up there now. It's normally by subscription, but as a courtesy for you guys coming to the webinar today, if you register on that site, you can use this promo code EBQ225 and you'll get a 3-month completely free subscription to all the content you can view at the SI Academy. And then I've created a few more classes that are out there on Judy Werner's site, the ecosystem. And again, there are free master classes available there. So a lot of additional content for you guys to take a look at. And then just last 30 seconds, I want to brag a little bit about the program we have at CU. So I'm full-time on the faculty at CU in Boulder, and we've put together a professional master's program in high-speed digital engineering, which is basically signal integrity, power integrity, and EMI. We launched a couple years ago. We've just graduated our first couple of cohorts from this program. All of our master students go out in industry and get jobs. If we really focus on practical training, it's basically it's a master's program. It's 30 hours of courses that covering some of the foundations of electromagnetics, about computational electromagnetics, about signal integrity, power integrity. Lab classes very much focus on hands-on activities. And so I invite you to check out the program that we have here. And we're in the process of moving a lot of that content online. Right now it is live, so it's in person to get a master's, but we're starting to move it to online, and we're taking our high-speed digital design class and turning it into a Coursera class. Hopefully by next spring that will be available through Coursera. So a lot going on, a lot of additional information for those of you interested to follow up. But today I want to talk about high-speed serial links. These are any interconnects that are using, gigabit and above kind of signals. And I throw up a couple of examples here, but really in all of these, there are 4 common characteristics for all of these high-speed signals. They're all using differential pairs. They're all at high data rates, gigabit per second and above. That data rate is always increasing. There are roadmaps for each of these technologies for higher and higher data rates. And I think the industry is moving toward a consolidation into a few of these signaling protocols. I think that, I don't know if any of you have heard of ZOW. It used to be really popular. It's fallen by the wayside, and I think PCI Express is taking over. InfiniBand is still being used for cabling applications, but I think we'll see a consolidation of PCI Express, USB, and Gigabit Ethernet. I think these are the three that are going to be the most popular, and every other signaling, HDMI, all of those I think are going to kind of meld into these three signaling schemes.